Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, folks, welcome to a live broadcast right here. We've got to deal with the wildfires. It's like Australia is in an inferno. And it's insane. There's nothing like this ever before. Welcome to the broadcast. Thousands of people, we just got reports, thousands of people are fleeing the beach towns even after the Prime Minister proclaimed Australia is a wonderful place to visit. And it is. I've been there. I love Australia. It's beautiful. It's amazing. But hot, windy weather sweeping back into the Australian, southeastern Australia today, whipping historic brush fires and bushfires and prompting authorities to urge evacuation of several coastal towns. The evacuation order came hours after Prime Minister Scott Morrison urged foreign tourists, normally now flocking the beaches in Australia's summer, not to put off by these historic fires. Says, come on, Australia is still a wonderful place to visit, and it is. But right now, folks, look at the pictures. It's insane. So how do you survive? How do you prepare? How do you get prepared for something like this? We know what California went through. We see what is going on. It's happened all over the west coast of America before, western states. But how do you really prepare for apocalyptic type wildfires and brush fires that you can't control? I'll tell you what we're going to do. From simplycleanfoods.net, we're bringing in our good friend, Chance Gibson. Chance, it is great to have you on the broadcast. It's just unbelievable. Great to have you here today.
Blessings, Pastor. It's absolutely an honor and a pleasure to be on the show again. Unfortunately, Pastor, and your listeners, please understand this. Wildfires are not stricken to just California. You know, it doesn't matter where you are in the United States, you have to be prepared for fires. And I am just happy to share some tips with your listeners. As a matter of fact, you guys might want to grab a pen and paper because these tips will definitely save your life if there is a wildfire that's imminent, or at least play this back several times. But tune in to the end of the show. I've got a great promotion for you guys. We just roasted fresh coffee, so
here you go. Here we go. All right, go ahead.
So there's things that we can do before a wildfire, things that you can do around your home with your family to prepare, right? So the first thing, folks, is make sure that you have an emergency kit ready to go. Okay, one in your house and one in each vehicle. Make sure that you have one ready to go. If you need help putting together a kit, please give me a call at 818-720-0759. We can teach you how to do that, or we have kits ready to go that we can ship out. The next thing that you need to do immediately is to check for and remove any fire hazards in and around your home. And we all have them, right? Dried branches, leaves from this past winter that are on the ground, any debris, anything that's flammable, right? Anything that might be near your home, like hedges and things like that are dried out. Make sure that you get that cleaned up, okay? Because during a wildfire, you have to understand, even if the fire is miles away, these embers during these winds can blow right into and onto your house or property. So you don't want to give them any fuel, okay? Next thing, make sure that you have a good sprinkler system in an accessible location. What I would do is actually, if there's a fire that's imminent, go ahead and get a ladder and get that sprinkler with the hose on top of that house. And if there's a fire imminent, go ahead and turn on that sprinkler and just douse the house with water. Absolutely douse the house with water.
Really?
But you have to do this as a family unit, meaning learn fire safety techniques and then teach them to all the members in your household. Actually have fire drills. Get everyone involved. If they're from 2 to 20, 2 to 60, get everyone involved. Have them know where all of the evacuation points are. Have a plan and train.
Wow.
Like stop, drop, and roll. Teach everyone in the house, you know, in case their clothes catch on fire, how to stop, drop, and roll and put out that fire. But training is really the key. Having an escape plan, right, that everyone is aware of is key. Having those first aid supplies and that emergency kit on hand. other things inside the house. Make sure that every floor and every bedroom have smoke detectors. Make sure that those batteries are current and fresh. And if it's an AC unit, you might want to back up a battery unit, okay? But make sure that you're going to have plenty of notification if that alarm goes off in the middle of the night, that you're going to be able to get your family out and get them out safely, okay?
Yep.
If you contact your local fire department, they're gonna have some tips about making your home fire resistant. So there are products, right, that you can purchase for your home to, again, keep that danger away. One thing that I know of that's not talked about a lot, but it's important, is at the eaves of your home, like where it's the attic area where there's ventilation.
Yep.
You want to put a metal wire mesh screen over that opening, okay? It's required for ventilation, it is code, but you need to put a wire screen because that's how most houses catch on fire during a wildfire. Those embers find their way into the attic. The attic is already hot. In many cases, has got a lot of fuel that's just ready to burn. So get some wire mesh screen, cover those. There's usually one on each side of your home. Cover those and do that immediately. That's one of the first things that you should do. Also, if there is a wildfire that's imminent, okay, we talked about preparation. There are things that you've got to do immediately. Number one, call 911. Make sure that you close all of the windows and doors in your home. Cover all of your vents, windows, and other openings with duct tape or pre-cut pieces of plywood, right? This is for smoke, right? Smoke inhalation is a killer, okay? Park your car, position forward out of the driveway. Keep all those car windows closed, and that pack that I told you about, that emergency kit, ready to go in your car, along with maybe some extra clothing, some Simply Clean food, and some water. Make sure that car is ready to go. So if you have to evacuate, you're going to be able to do that in a very expedient way. If a fire's imminent, turn off your propane or natural gas, okay? If you have a propane barbecue, get it out away from your home and away from any structures, okay? Go ahead and turn on, if the fire's imminent, turn on all the lights in the house and the porch, your garage, your yard, turn everything on so that you can see any dangers. If you have animals, whether that be a cat, a dog, a bird, anything, make sure that you have a plan for them as well to evacuate them in a very expedient way. If you live on a farm, do not lock up your horses, your cows, your goats. Don't put them in a position where if there's an imminent fire that they're trapped, because you're going to be busy. They're going to be in jeopardy if there's a wildfire. So make sure that they're out in the open, that they can get away from the fire, or maybe you can even move them prior to if you have time. Okay. Evacuate your family with a planned destination route. Again, train. Get them away from the danger as soon as possible. Don't get trapped, okay? Stay tuned, of course, to your local radio stations for any up-to-date information and possible road closures. You do not want to get trapped. So when it comes to preparation, make sure that you have a radio that operates either on battery, solar, or dynamo like ours do. We do have those for sale. Just give me a call. I can tell you how to order those. They operate on dynamo or solar. But it's these things that we can do now to prepare for a wildfire. Every one of your listeners should do. It doesn't matter where you're at in the country, but you need to prepare.
You know, Chance, this is some of the most powerful information. I never thought about some of these things. And when you start thinking about the smoke, you know, smoke is what kills people in fires anyway, way before the flames ever get to people. And just because you just suffocate from the oxygen, lack of oxygen, the smoke just chokes you out. And another thing, pets, you're so right. And we're looking at pictures right now, Chance. Here's a before and after picture of a bridge over top of a big creek where this beautiful day, all the trees were green, and now everything's scorched, and the bridge is even on fire, a wooden bridge. We've been looking at these unbelievable Australian satellite pictures and towns and homes burning and people. And here's sad, 1 billion animals are dead. And the good news is that the guy used to be the crocodile hunter who got killed with the stingray. His family, though, have saved 90,000 animals. But you're so right. It's just dreadful to think about a little dog or cats being caught in a house or a barn and it engulfed in flames. And horses. I mean, how many times have we heard of horses and animals that just can't escape it? It's just a dreadful thing. And so you're giving us some major tips. That car, just simply the car ready to go with the bug out kit and the Simply Clean food and water. I mean, seconds could save your life, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And again, it's what you do now that makes all the difference. It's getting the family involved. Everyone in the household should just instinctively know what to do if there's a fire imminent. And we're not just talking about wildfires, Pastor. You look at any city, any town across the United States. You could live next to another house, and that house catches on fire. Your house is in danger.
Oh, big
Your
time.
family is in danger. So you've got to do what you can do now to prepare for those things.
Now, folks, this is Chance Gibson. He's with us from simplycleanfoods.net. That's simplycleanfoods.net. He's got great, and when you talk about Simply Clean food, you talk about having some of this prepared and stored, not only for ultimately, situations that can happen, whether it be earthquakes or tornadoes. Pick up the phone and call now. He's got a great special. The phone number you see on the screen, 737-400-2066. That's 737-400-2066. You're running a great special, Chance. I just seen here where you're freebie week, you're calling it. I mean, if you buy $98 worth of, first of all, that's a great deal. For $98, here, folks, listen to this. Here's what you get. You get 12 servings of the strawberry slices that I absolutely love, 12 servings of whole blueberries, 12 servings of broccoli, 12 servings of sweet corn, 12 servings of pineapple chunks, all of it for $98. And then, Chance, you're throwing in some freshly brewed Honduras coffee? What? Tell it. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, we just roasted, Pastor. We just roasted. And I tell you, right out of the roaster, there is nothing better than fresh Honduras organic coffee. We roast it at a light to medium roast. But brother, it is so smooth, no bitterness, no aftertaste. And we're going to give it away. We're going to give you a free whole bag. This is our big bag. I think it's 11 or 12 ounces. We're going to give these away with this pack. And this pack includes, of course, all of our non-GMO clean foods, and they're our best sellers. Our strawberries, our blueberries, our broccoli, our corn and pineapple chunks. It's hard to keep these in stock, but we just got a new load in. Guys, please take advantage of this. And the sweet deal is there's no limit. So if you want to order 2 of these packs, you're going to get 2 bags of coffee, 3 bags. We've got so many of these set aside. So it is while supplies last, but folks, there's plenty. So do this while we have this available for you and get that free coffee. It's just wonderful.
His coffee is amazing. I have to tell you, folks, the Honduras coffee, are you serious? Matter of fact, guys, you want to know why it's called Simply Clean Foods? Watch this 1-minute promo and you'll find out. He is the best at it. Check this out.
Have you been looking for a trusted long-term storable food company? We have a solution for you. Simply Clean Foods is dedicated to providing the best quality food you can buy next to fresh from a farmer's market. Our line of resealable fruits, vegetables, and meats are suitable for everyday use, and you won't have to worry about throwing away valuable groceries ever again. Our food is completely GMO-free, and our stringent quality controls, plus testing for heavy metals, makes us unique in the storable foods market. Simply Clean Foods' primary focus is to bring clean food to people all around the world and change the way we look at freeze-dried food in our daily cooking. When you purchase from simplycleanfoods.net, not only will you be receiving high-quality food, but you will also be supporting veterans in need across the country and those who are affected by natural disasters. Right now, Amazon Prime members will receive fast 2-day shipping. Go to simplycleanfoods.net. That's simplycleanfoods.net. But do it today.
Are you serious? I mean, you have to admit, his Honduras coffee is incredible. Those of you who've already gotten it, you already know it. We love it when we're drinking the Honduras coffee that comes from the simplycleanfoods.net. That's simplycleanfoods.net. Pick up the phone right now. Go right now and call 737. That's 737-400-2066. That's 737-400-2066. Order this packet. Why not? Just order the $98 pack and get the freebie pack and get the free coffee to go with it. Chance, look, as we talk about these things coming up, the wildfires, it's really sad what's happening down under in Australia and even Tasmania. But we've seen the same thing in California, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Washington State, Oregon. I mean, this is nothing new to America. And from what I'm understanding, and according to the Bible, things are even going to get more intense. We have to be prepared, don't we?
We do. 2020 should be a very interesting year, and it's only through prayer and fellowship and getting the right information that we're going to get through this. The Bible's very clear as well on 1 Timothy 5:8. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those in his own house, he has denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. Folks, we have to prepare. We have to prepare for these things. We have to come together as a remnant. We need to honor our Lord in every way. So prepare your family, prepare for what's coming, but stay in prayer and pray for the entire Begley household.
You know, we really appreciate that. And when we talk about the clean foods that you have, you're using only organic food. You don't do any of the preservatives. Tell them a little bit about this, why your food tastes so good and is so good for us.
Yeah, so most of our food actually comes from South America, Chile. And the reason is because for generations, they don't really call it organic down there. It's the way that they've been growing food for generation after generation. Monsanto is not allowed in their country. And what's amazing about this food is it just takes longer to grow, right? So there's no GMOs to make this food sprout up and make these giant fruits and vegetables, right? It takes time, and that's where your flavor comes from, right? That's why those strawberries are so powerful, and the pineapple. Everything takes a longer time to grow, and it's pulling more minerals. That's where you get your flavor, from the soil, right? And so in order to have a food that's rich in vitamins and minerals, which your body loves, as a matter of fact, you need to grow it slowly. And that's why when you go to a restaurant or a grocery store and you bite into some tomato that's a GMO tomato, it has no flavor, right? It tastes like red styrofoam. Our food has been grown slowly, meticulously. It's picked at the peak of ripeness, and then we freeze dry it so quickly that it locks in all those minerals and nutrients for up to 25 years. So you just, guys, unless you've tried it, and many of you have, you just never know. I mean, you'll never know that flavor, that taste. It reminds me of growing up in the 70s when all of our food had such flavor.
And you know what, Chance? I'm right now eating the strawberries. And I mean, seriously, they're real strawberries. The flavor just burst in your mouth, folks. It's freeze-dried, and it just they taste better than a strawberry maybe just picked off the vine, especially when you're picking out. If you go to the grocery store here in America and get strawberries, you taste them. It's like, where's the taste? Now, I mean, I say that all the time. Heidi, where's the taste? These are amazing, and they're just simply amazing. I don't know how you do it.
Well, it's a labor of love, I'll tell you that, and I give all the honor and glory to the Father, because He opened up all the doors for this to happen. We like to say, this is not our company. This is the Lord's company. it's through His grace and through prayer that all of this has come to be, and we're just honored to be able to provide this product.
Then I'm wolfing down some raspberries. I used to eat raspberries all the time as a kid growing up, and just pick them off the briars. They're not this good. You can tell. It's beautiful stuff. And what's so cool, guys, is you get 25-year shelf life. So you can store these up in case of issues. And don't forget the Are You Serious variety pack. Look at that one. Okay. You get one of everything there for, it looks like you've reduced the price to $199.95. That's awesome.
Right. Well, I would definitely encourage folks to, go to the site, simplycleanfoods.net, www.simplycleanfoods.net, and look for that under variety packs. Look for that image. It's called Freebie Alert. And this is going to be our freebie week. So take advantage of that, folks. Get some of this wonderful coffee. But more than anything else, stay in prayer. Be prepared for fires. Be prepared for hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever is prevalent in your area. Just do what you can do now to keep your family safe.
I'm showing that right now. I'm showing people right now that freebie alert right here on the screen. You can, when you go to the website, there's Simply Clean Foods. Go there, you see the freebie alert. Click on it. Get the $98 special packet and get the free coffee. And you'll love the Honduras coffee. When you think about it, you guys also do a lot with the veterans, and I'm so proud of you doing that, Chance. You minister to people, and you help people with Bible giveaway. I mean, your company is really a labor of love, and it's greatly appreciated. And I think you should tell folks a little bit about that.
Yeah, sometimes, Pastor, we're led in directions that we never expected, like the Bible Drive. That was definitely not in the business plan. That was the business plan of the Father.
Right.
That started because there was a mission going overseas, and a pastor had reached out to us and asked if he lost his publisher, right? So he asked if we could get some Bibles for that mission. And what was crazy was I had recently been contacted by a publisher who had King James Bibles by the case that he was able to we could get for just a great price. And so that God had his hand all over that. And so that's how that all started. Now, today, to date, we've sent over 2,500 Bibles to all 7 continents, to areas in the Middle East where you can't, Bibles just never make it across the border.
Right.
But on the angels of wings, they can, right? So that's just really been a blessing. And we just, it's just the greatest gift that you can give to a man is the Word of God, right? So Amen. That's really been a blessing. And then the Veterans Outreach Program started with our parent company, American Survival Wholesale. As many of you know, I'm a veteran, and there is definitely a need for both counseling, for blankets, for food, for water, utility assistance. It's just, that's just at our heart. That need is so incredible. This last winter, we are so proud to say, because of your listeners as well as others, we were able to donate a lot of food and to pay some utility bills that were just, unable. These veterans were unable to get caught up. And so thanks to, donations, and thanks to the generosity of others and portions of our sales, we were able to help many, many veterans through this past winter. But the need continues, and we just stay in prayer that the Lord will provide.
Folks, this is Chance Gibson over at simplycleanfoods.net. That's simplycleanfoods.net. Pick up the phone, you place an order right now for that freebie packet that he's giving away. That freebie packet, $98, you get the packet, you get a free 12-ounce bag of his Honduras amazing Simply Clean Food coffee. It's just amazing. Pick up the phone and call him at 737-400-2066. That's 737-400-2066. Let me tell you why, in this promo, he'll show you why his food is simply clean and awesome.
Have you been looking for a trusted long-term storable food company? We have a solution for you. Simply Clean Foods is dedicated to providing the best quality food you can buy next to fresh from a farmer's market. Our line of resealable fruits, vegetables, and meats are suitable for everyday use, and you won't have to worry about throwing away valuable groceries ever again. Our food is completely GMO-free, and our stringent quality controls, plus testing for heavy metals, makes us unique in the storable foods market. Simply Clean Foods' primary focus is to bring clean food to people all around the world and change the way we look at freeze-dried food in our daily cooking. When you purchase from simplycleanfoods.net, not only will you be receiving high-quality food, but you will also be supporting veterans in need across the country and those who are affected by natural disasters. Right now, Amazon Prime members will receive fast 2-day shipping. Go to simplycleanfoods.net. That's simplycleanfoods.net. But do it today.
Simply Clean Foods, guys. Simplycleanfoods.net. Again, the phone number to call for orders. Place it. Go there now. Go there right now. 737-400-2066. That's 737-400-2066. Call and place an order now. Or just simply go to simplycleanfoods.net and place the order right there online. And he gets them out right away. You saw that. And you'll really be glad you did. Chance, you gave us some tremendous tips about what to do in preparation of wildfires, especially if you're living in the West, or even if you're in the city, like you said, and 3 houses down, a house catches on fire. If you're living in a city, everybody in the block's in danger, aren't they?
You're absolutely right. You know, it doesn't matter where you're at in the United States, Pastor. Anyone is susceptible to fires. And so just do what you need to do now. You know, go back and listen to, this podcast again. Write down this information, folks, okay? Please write this down. Practice, train. Do what you need to do now to keep your family safe.
Get all the kids involved. And you know what? Prayer, folks. Train, prepare, and prayer. You got to pray. You got to start pleading the blood of Christ over your homes, over your cars, over your property, over your family. And pray with faith believing. And then, but prepare. Because even though we have all the faith in the world, even though we put our faith and trust in Christ, we also have a responsibility. And I think I heard you say that, Chance, that if you don't provide for your own house, you're the same as an infidel. You're denying the faith. So you have to pray, prepare, and the Lord will take care of the rest. And I think I love that about what you're, the job you do. And you're going to be in the Watchman Conference, the Watchman Conference down in Dallas, Texas this year. You'll bring a bunch of great survival products for people, won't you?
Yeah, it's going to be a great conference. Yeah, March 5th, right, Pastor, through the 8th,
yes.
Dallas, Texas. Here, the Watchman Conference. I know they've got some new speakers. I'm really, really excited. And, one of the best things that I love about these conferences, folks come up to our table and we pray together, we fellowship together, we come together as a remnant. And that's the most wonderful thing. Folks make friends that last a lifetime, right? Brothers and sisters in Christ. And so it's going to be a good time for all. I might even have an opportunity to get on the stage a little bit and teach a little bit more on preparedness and tips and tricks and things like that. So I just really look forward to it. I look forward to seeing you there.
I look forward to being there, and putting the health problems behind. I'm doing the right things now. I'm eating the right foods and cut out the salt, starting the exercise, lost 9 pounds. I'm doing the right things, got to get the blood pressure and everything monitored right. And so, you have to, you got to take care of yourself, folks, and you got to eat right. It's one of the main things. And I can tell you, simplycleanfoods.net, that's simplycleanfoods.net, certainly you'll get the right, clean, GMO-free, organic foods. You heard Chance tell you. So Chance, thank you for being on, being with us, and all your encouragement is always greatly appreciated here.
It's always a pleasure, Pastor. God bless you and your family and your listeners.
All right. God bless you too, Chance. Folks, again, that's simplycleanfoods.net, www.simplycleanfoods.net. I will see you guys next time right here. God bless.